There is nowhere in the future that we will ever be able to arrive in our wholeness unless we are being with our wholeness right here and right now. Hello, beautiful souls. It's a beautiful day in the natural world, and I'm here to call forth in you the feeling of the sacred qualities of life. I trust that through watching this, what I feel here and now in this moment will ignite these qualities already within you, and you will benefit and you will build upon it in your own way from the sacred life that you are. Have you ever found yourself in a moment in life where you want to be in the future? Whatever is happening now sort of can't seem to happen fast enough or in the way you might want it to happen. I've definitely been there in my life where I feel behind or inexperienced, or like this moment is just hard. And something in me is like, is there another moment? Like, is there another moment where what's happening now is not going to be happening? And it's such a natural human experience, right? It's so common, and yet it can be really difficult to sit with. And when I come out into the natural world, there are so many reminders of the value of the process, the value of being with what is. And I didn't actually see any caterpillars or butterflies today because it's still feeling like winter. When I did come out here, though, I was reminded of that process. And, when we see a caterpillar and we see it moseying along, we go, wow, look, it's a caterpillar. And, we don't look at the caterpillar and go, you're moving too slowly. How come you haven't eaten all your leaves yet? How come you're not a butterfly yet, right? We're like, look at the caterpillar being a caterpillar at the exact pace that it is being. And we are in awe of, it's moseying. And then it's, eating its leaves. It's moving along in its process. And we go, oh, wow, look at that caterpillar eating leaves now and experiencing and receiving all the things that it needs to build its capacity, to expand, to evolve. And we go, wow, what a beautiful process. And, we see it eat the leaves so slowly, and we're in awe of how this tiny creature is consuming this food and taking that time to consume and to receive and to be nourished in all the ways that it needs in the moment that it's in. And then the caterpillar starts to spin the cocoon. It literally spins its own cave to go inside. The caterpillar turns inside. And then we look at that caterpillar and we go, wow, so beautiful that this caterpillar has spun a cave for its own solitude, to immerse itself in the processes required for its expansion, its growth, its transformation, its evolution. Can you imagine if, as human beings, whenever we carved out that time to turn inside of ourselves to all of the inner experiences, the processes, the thoughts, the feelings, our sensations in our body, if every single time we turned inside, we just looked at ourselves and each other with that awe and that respect and that grace, and we said, "Oh, wow. Look at this beautiful process of turning inside." And then that caterpillar at just the moment of readiness. Just the moment of readiness. Not a moment before, right? Not a moment before, not a moment after. It emerges. And it doesn't emerge, taking full flight. It's shaky. It has just become aware that it has wings. And it is fumbling, trembling. And it's learning now how to be in its new body, its transformed body, its evolved, expanded body. And we look at it and we go, wow, there it is, learning, trembling, experiencing what it's like to be in a new body. And we're in awe of exactly where it is in that moment. And then as it takes that time, it steps into the wholeness and it flies. And it flies. It flies with confidence. It builds that confidence. It builds that capacity. And it takes such a beautiful flight. And then we go, wow, what a beautiful flight that was the result of this process, this beautiful process, every moment of it, so essential. And when I remember this, when I'm out into the natural world, it reminds me in those moments where I feel like a caterpillar and there's something inside me that really wants to just like put on a butterfly suit. It reminds me of how beautiful, how essential, how important, how sacred being a caterpillar really is. How sacred it is to eat every leaf. How sacred it is to spin a cocoon. How sacred it is to turn inside. And how that's really the only way that we could ever become butterflies. And that even when we do, there's another adjustment to the experience of flying. I wish you more and more of what's already here and now in the wisdom of the sacred qualities of life itself.